Greetings. My name is Mark Norman. I'm the Director of Instrumental Ensembles at UNC School of the Arts, and my Take 5 video today is going to address learning your part and creating aural images in your head of what the music is that you're performing. So, first let's talk about aural imaging. Aural imaging means that you're taking a sound concept and hearing it in your head, that your brain is actually listening or is actually creating the sound. And while it's creating that sound, you're developing it into what would be your sound. Of course, you want that to be a characteristic sound of your instrument, but eventually you're going to hone this to where it is absolutely yours. And you want to sort of get some help developing that along the way. So of course, one of the great ways to do that is to listen to great recordings of the masters on the instrument who, you can really emulate their sound from. And listen to the details of the sound. What is how does it open up or project? How does the overtones ring? Listen to the articulations in them and the different articulations. Listen to the releases, especially releases, but listen to the qualities of the sound. And once you get a strong aural image of that sound, then when you're playing your instrument, you want to sing that sound. So if you've heard that term, if you can sing it, you can play it, it's true. So if you're listening to that sound in your head and you're projecting it, then now you're creating the sound versus responding to a sound. You're not waiting for the sound to come out of the instrument to define it. You're defining it as you create it. So that's one thing I want you to do. And I want you to think about a saying that one of the most famous musicians of all time in the brass world, Arnold Jacobs, the longtime principal tuba of the Chicago Symphony, he used to say this, a great mentor, great teacher, he used to say to his students all the time, take bad sounds and make them into great sounds. And you do that here by defining what that sound is. And like I said, it becomes yours. Now this aural imaging is something that's really important, not just for your individual sound, but it's also when you learn your parts in your band or orchestra and you want to perform them, that you need to have a strong aural image of not just your part, but how it fits into the rest of the ensemble. And that means you need to really know what is going on around you. You need to understand the context of the music. Basically, you need to know the score. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to have a score in front of you. You're going to have a single line in front of you. But while you're playing that single line, you have to listen to recordings. You need to actually listen to other members in the band to know how your part becomes part of the greater whole. So if you have a strong aural image of the piece, that means you're not just counting rest. You're actually involved in the music all the time, and then when you enter in time, in flow, in context to the music. When performers get to this ability level, the limitations of music go away. You can do so much more as an ensemble when you have ensemble members who understand the aural image of the work. There's a great book I'm going to recommend. It's called The Mind's Ear by Bruce Adolphe. This book has lots of exercises that you can use to sort of expand your abilities of hearing things in your head, and also, again, it's a limitless exercise that we can express things and hear things in our head that then we can express outwardly. So I really encourage you to read that book. So let me give you an example. So if we were going to do the third movement of the whole first suite, da dee bum bum dee bum 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 boom cha jump bum bum ba da 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 ba jump bum ba da da bum ba jump bum ding bum ba da 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 ba jump bum ba da 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 ba jump ba dum bum bum ba dum bum beep bum bum beep bum 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 beep bum 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 ba dum bum ba dum bum beep bum bum beep bum 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 ba dum ba dum ba jump bum 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 ba jump da ding ba da 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 ba jump ba da da ba jump ba ding ba da 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 ba jump ba da da da. Boom, boom, boom. If you have that in your head, then if you have bop, 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 beep, bop, 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 beep, bop, 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 then you can play it in context with the So if you are a musician and you look at that part and you see your part and you say, well, it doesn't really look that interesting. If you know its context in all the other parts, it becomes a lot more interesting. And it's a lot more fun to play because, again, you're doing things in context, you're doing things in time, and so that the music then is being expressed in its composer's reality. This was the composer's his thinking or hers thinking when they were actually writing the piece is like, oh, this is what I want to hear, all of this. They're not necessarily thinking, what does this one person do? It's how that one person joins all the others. So when he or she is writing a piece, it's really, that's what they're thinking. And so when we express the music, when we have the opportunity to perform that composer's work, that's our job. Our job is to play it in context. So I hope any of this helps you. I think it's very much just the beginning of this discussion. And I'm very happy to, to address any emails or any questions that you have. So email me at normanm@uncsa.edu. And I hope to hear from you. And thank you very much.